Wine for Cats, a new cocktail that tastes like pizza and a possible cure for the hangover. Now, I don't have any news for you on hangover cures for cats, but if that's something you're looking for, you should also find a therapist and some other people who can help you through your deep, deep emotional problems. What's up, guys? It's me, Noah Gluten, back with you for more booze news, where together we're going to learn about new ways to get through our crippling depression and deep, deep miserable anxiety. Now, speaking of crippling depression, do you have too many cats? Well, if you answered one or more, then yes, you do have too many cats, because I believe that having any cats is a character flaw. So if you are an alcoholic cat lady or a cat gentleman and are tired of getting drunk by yourself and yelling at your cat, "Hey cat, why are you making me drink alone, you stupid cat?" Well, guess what? Now there's wine for cats. A Japanese company called B&H Lifes has a new wine tailored specifically for cats, and it's available on their website right now. It's called Nyan Nyan Nouveau, and it retails for the equivalent of about $4 US, which seems a little expensive when you realize that it's not even a wine made out of cats, but a wine made for cats. So not only is this wine not made from cats, it's not even made with actual wine. They just take juice from Cabernet grapes, throw in a little catnip, and then have no alcohol in it whatsoever, which means you'll never even see tea drinking on this show unless we can basically pour in a whole bunch of like tarts flavored vodka or something like that. You in? She says no. Next up in booze news, we found a map that shows the most popular beers in the country by state, which is good for me because that way I know to avoid all the states that picked Bud Light. They surveyed over 5,000 drinkers across all 50 states and Washington, D.C., and discovered that the number 1 beer was Blue Moon, number 2 was Sam Adams, and at number 3 was Bud Light. The survey had people pick from 18 different beers, though they could also do their own write-ins, which made it all the more surprising that beers like Bud Light, Coors Light, and Miller Lite actually won some states. Bud Light was dominant in the Midwest, while Sam Adams and Yuengling were very popular on the East Coast. Here in California, Corona reigned supreme, which is a problem for me mainly because I can't support any company that thinks using a clear glass bottle to store beer is a good idea, because sunlight is really bad for beer. Since I'm an elitist douchebag, I personally recommend drinking whatever is kind of good and local and in a style that you like. I like IPAs a lot, and they're really good in California, and it's a beer that's better fresh, so drink it from somewhere nearby, and then you can be an elitist douchebag just like me. The survey also looked into drinking habits and found out which states drink the most. Maine came in at number 1, with Wyoming at number 2, and third place was Alaska, which goes to show you that when it's really f***ing cold outside, you should probably get drunk. They also found that while 20-somethings drink about half as much as 40-somethings, that the 20-year-olds actually get hungover about twice as much, which just goes to show you, you should keep on drinking, you'll get better at it. I should also point out that this research was compiled by a company called Blowfish, which makes a hangover cure Alka-Seltzer-like tablet that's a combination of aspirin and caffeine that you dissolve in water. Anyway, these guys obviously had their own motives for putting together this study, but personally, I don't really care. I'm not gonna let a little thing like a conflict of interest get in the way of me believing something that I saw on the internet. Now, I have no idea whether this whole blowfish thing works at all, but I did read another study out of China that says the best hangover cure is Sprite. See, when you get wasted, your body produces an enzyme called acetaldehyde, which is meant to help cure your body of the Jaeger-infused misery that's happening inside of it. The acetaldehyde needs to be turned into acetate, which, as we explained in an earlier episode, is a thing that makes your brain go smart. So what, you're asking, does this have to do with Sprite? Well, if you would just calm down and let me finish, I would explain it to you right now. The researchers tested 57 different beverages to find out which one would help metabolize the acetaldehyde faster. What they found out is that Sprite and soda water do the best, beating out even things like herbal tea and, I don't know, whatever else f***ing pussies drink. They plan to do more research to confirm these findings, but personally, I like to deal with my hangover the old-fashioned way by just getting drunk again. Last but not least, right here in California at Trattoria Neapolis in Pasadena, they have made a new pizza-flavored cocktail. I am told it is meant to be flavored like pizza. According to the words on the paper that I'm holding right now, it has tomato water, basil vodka, ghost pepper vodka, porcini powder, muddled basil, and a Parmesan mozzarella foam. LA Weekly described the cocktail as, quote, scarily accurate, and if you think that T should try this cocktail herself, hit the thumbs up and she might just drive all the way to Pasadena, which sounds kind of far away, so I'm just gonna be home eating pizza and just getting drunk on whatever I happen to have on hand. Well, that's it for us today. Subscribe to Taste It and watch me get drunk on Sprite cocktails, after which I will be so wasted that I will make a cat pizza and then eat it and then feel kind of bad about it because I just ate a cat pizza.